Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Panerai Luminor GMT 10 days, meaning that this one has a 10-day power reserve. Still an automatic winding watch though, so basically you can wear it one day a week and still never actually run out of power on this. So this one will be going over the case, the dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the strap, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off with the case, we have a 44mm case from finger to thumb. That's the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock position, same as the 10 to 4 o'clock position. The full steel construction here on this case, all just sort of like a combination of high polish and satin brush finish if you were to count the bezel, but otherwise it's all satin brush finishing front to back. And you can see that there's also an exhibition case back here with a clear view of the movement behind that nice winding rotor, which gives it that automatic winding power. On the very front, again, all satin brush finish that sort of goes around sort of concentrically almost, and along the sides as well, going from 12 to 6 o'clock sides of the case, and same as on the lugs, all satin brush finishing to give it that very nice sort of diffuse look, a very nice even lighting across the entire face of the watch, except for the bezel, which actually does give it more of a lustrous and sort of like a glowing look depending on the angle, of course, but it sort of really brings in the attention from the outside to the inside of this dial. The high polish of this bezel, very nicely and very well done from Panerai, gives it a very distinctive look. And speaking of the center, we have this sort of Sunray finish on this dial. This dark blue dial goes all the way down to almost black, a midnight blue, all the way up to the lightest blues, as you can see as I move it throughout the light box here. Basically made with the sandwich dial, meaning that there's basically an entire gigantic disc for the luminescence underneath the sort of laser etched and cut out disc on top. That's the blue dial. So if I were to turn out the lights here, you can see the full luminescence here, very, very bright, incredibly bright, because there's more material underneath that just sort of absorbs light energy and allows it to actually glow for much longer than you would actually expect. All of the details here actually nicely illuminated, including the 10-hour power reserve on the dial here, as well as that of the GMT hand. So if I turn the lights back on, we can actually take a look at these details a little bit better. The GMT functionality here is not all that apparent, at least on first blush, but when you take a look at the small seconds counter at the 9 o'clock position, that is where you have the GMT functionality, because you have your GMT or 24-hour dial mixed in there as well, basically telling me that this is 10 in the morning, because, well, all the morning is actually shown here on the right side, whereas on the left side of the small dial, the small seconds dial, we have the PM functionality. So I can actually demonstrate that by using the winding crown here. At the base position, if I were to open up the lever, of course, as is a signature of Panerai's watches, we have this gigantic crown guard. At the base position, this allows you to wind the watch. And actually, if you see the indicator at the 6 o'clock side, the 10-day power indicator, as you see me wind this, the meter actually moves from left to right, left being empty, right being full. So I was around a third of the 10-day power reserve, so about 3 days. Now I'm just passing the mid section there, meaning that I'm exceeding 5 days of power reserve at this point. Rather simple there. So basically just give it a bunch of winds, or just simply wear it all week and you'll be up to the full 10-day power reserve. Pull that out to the next position, you feel that click, and you can actually move that hour hand. And this is how you were to actually set the time, or not just the time but also the date. So we move the minute hand out of the way, and this is how you would set the date. You would actually have to move this hour hand physically all the way around. There's no quick set for the date, although this is rather quick in its own right, and simply pushing this forward allows you to, well, basically keep track of the time, at least in the local time zone. So the hour hand is best for telling the local time, as you can see, because when I pull the crown out to the final position, not only does the seconds hand stop, it actually sets it back to 0, so you can actually set it nicely and precisely. And this also allows me to, by extension, change the GMT hand here, which, even though it only travels at the same rate as that of the hour hand, as you can see now it's currently pointing at the opposite direction. The GMT functionality, however, is determined here on the small dial. So 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m. That's what the GMT hand is pointing at. 8, 9, 10, and 11, and midnight. That's where PM switches to AM, and this is your secondary time function for this watch. Even though this center-mounted GMT hand actually only shows up to 12 hours at a time, your 24-hour sub-dial gives you all of that you require for the GMT functionality. So let me set this forward a bit and move the hour hand out of the way as well. Let's just move it backward, actually. You can actually set the time and the date backwards using the hour hand GMT functionality as well, as you can see. So quite good from Panerai to allow for that functionality. Pull the crown out. Let's move that seconds hand out of the way. There we go. And once you're done with all the fiddling around, everything that you need to do to set the time, date, and all your functionality here, just simply close the lever. This allows you to basically maintain the full water resistance of this watch down to 10 bar or 100 meters below sea level or 330 feet. And so you get plenty, you get all that you need from this watch. You can go relatively shallow diving. You can definitely do surface swimming with this. Panerai is built for that. But what makes all of this work on the inside, it is the movement made in-house by Panerai, the P2003 caliber, 13 3/4 lines, 8 millimeters thick, with I believe 296 total parts, with 25 of them being jewels, a Glucer balance wheel, and KIF Parashock anti-shock devices, basically meaning that you can get relatively close to magnets and circuitry and take a few bumps here and there, and there won't be any effect on the movement. It'll be keeping track of time just fine, and it will maintain that 10-day power reserve. 28,800 vibrations per hour, giving you the full accuracy of this watch. Even though the small seconds is the only way to really dictate that precision, it's precise enough that they decided to go with it rather than 21,600 or 3 hertz. So you have the full precision here from this Panerai, the Luminor GMT 10-hour power reserve. And so basically with the strap here connected to the lugs, you also have a blue alligator leather with sort of like an ecru beige, very, very light brown stitching going across, giving you that sort of complementary but also a high contrast look for that strap. Sizing holes as the scales themselves get a little bit smaller. On the underside, a very nice matching calfskin leather. Actually, this is a very, very soft feel with a matching ecru stitching, as you can see there. And taking a look here at the case back, again, very, very solid, and with the sapphire crystal, same as that on the front, however, flat on the back, but domed on the front, gives it a very, very distinct Panerai look, as you will know that they do have their history rooted in basically maritime and seafaring, and basically the Royal Italian Navy. So trying this on my wrist, 7 inches in circumference. The watch itself being 44 millimeters, absolutely gigantic for me, but it may be the right size for you because, well, I do have kind of a small wrist. But taking a look here, face on, incredibly easy to read and absolutely beautiful with that blue sunburst dial there. The guilloche patterning really coming through and giving it a very distinct look as well, distinctly Panerai. And taking a look straight down the wrist, a little bit of space under the lugs. They don't hug my wrist quite as much. It's made, to accommodate even, the flatter wrist profile. So, it won't dig into your wrist, and the leather strap here keeps it on nice and tight. Even though the watch case itself, 44 millimeters, keeping that gigantic movement and the dial and all the functionality in here on your wrist, the strap grips on very nicely and tightly, and it actually feels very good on the wrist. Very good dive sports watch, but more so made for luxury because, well, that's what GMT is. But if you need to take a dip, you can do so with this Luminor Panerai GMT with the 10-hour power reserve. But enough of what I think about this watch. What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Panerai Luminor GMT. The reference number for this one, PAM00986 or the PAM00986. So let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to let us know. And be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch, new or used, we can get it for you here at Jazz Time. Thanks a lot for watching. It's in the description below where you can buy for the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.